Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saturday Sanctuary. Today we have our special guest, Gabrielle. Gabrielle, say good morning this morning.
Good morning, everybody.
And we have Lori. Lori, introduce yourself this morning. Woohoo! Oh, look
Woohoo!
at her.
I'm
Man, she's
excited to be
wonderful.
here. Woohoo! Hey, everybody.
And why are you so excited to be here this morning, Lori?
I'm alive. I'm alive. It's Saturday. Yeah, it's been a really just go week. It has for every single person I've talked to. I know that in the stars, and I'll get all woo-woo here a little bit, but in the stars, we've got Leo as well as Aries, and those are fire signs, and fire is like so we are just going, and I mean I've blown through, so I've had some breakthroughs this week, so and I expect I'll have some next week too, and we'll talk a little bit more why. But yeah, I mean I've had some really big breakthroughs, and I hope people out there are willing to stretch themselves and make themselves bigger and grow. So that's why I'm excited. How about you, Leslie? How are you doing?
Oh my God, I am so thrilled and excited to be here this week, especially. You guys, if you're on the line, you are in the perfect place. I cannot imagine to be able to be sitting where you are right now. Sitting where we are is even more awesome, and we can help you join us if you'd like. But one of the things that we've been working on this week, and you're going to find out more about it today, is how to become who you want to be. Last night I was at a women's investment group here in the Denver area, and okay, if there are men on the line, I'm sorry, okay, but this was just too freaking funny. We talked about it's her rising. I have to get that book. I'll get the book when somebody else starts talking in a minute. It's Rising Time by Kim Kiyosaki, and we talked about how to figure out where you want to be financially and where you are financially. And one of the quotes that came up last night, because it's the women's investment group, right, cracked me up. A man is not a plan. Ladies, it's up to us. It is up to us. And if you're a man, it's still up to you. I mean, it's the same difference. If it is to be, it's up to me. And we are going to share with you something that you're just not going to get every day. We're going to share with you something today that can help take your business, whatever it is, take your business to the next level. If you spend time in the presence of millionaires and billionaires and 100,000aires, or do you spend your time with the people who make 100 or 200 or 500 or $1,000 a week? What do you want to do, and where do you want to be, and where are you spending your time? We're going to give you an opportunity to spend 6 hours, 6 hours with people who are making at least $250,000 a year and up to a couple million a year. It is going to be awesome. So we're excited because we're all part of this, and we're excited to share some of that with you today and see if that's the right thing for you. Gabrielle, tell us what's making you excited this morning. You have to unmute, my dear.
I don't have words for what's making me excited. Like Lori, I've had some tremendous breakthroughs this week between the team hangout, team have it all hangout, spending an hour with Justin Varengia on our hangout, our affiliate hangouts, talking about this 6-hour live cast that's going to take place next Saturday. Oh my goodness, I'm over the roof. I don't think it got so bad yesterday that I realized about 9 o'clock last night that I hadn't eaten. I hadn't gotten up to go to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And my family is a little bit ticked with me because they haven't gotten a home cooked meal all week.
That's all right. Tell them to shove that Subway sandwich under the door.
Hey, there you go. So it's over the moon. That's the only way I can describe it. It's absolutely over the moon. This live cast training seminar that's coming up. Oh, it's just over the moon. See, Aunt Myrtle is not the only thing that can get me lost at a loss for words.
I was just going to say that Myrtle might have to join us a little bit later on today. Aunt Myrtle joined. I couldn't be here last Saturday, so Aunt Myrtle was on the line. And Aunt Myrtle said some snappy things that caused Gabrielle to be speechless. It was hysterical. I hope you caught it.
As my mother would say, I was befuddled.
Befuddled, that's a great word. And I really loved Aunt Myrtle's daytime dressing. I'm going to have to find that outfit for Aunt Myrtle.
No, please no.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you just have to look up my Facebook page. It is not something that can be described. It
No.
is you have to see for yourself. Become my friend. That's just about all you can do, right?
There you go.
Have to look at it. All right. Well, you see how excited, how thrilled we are. And you know what? What makes me even more thrilled is not only do I have this for me, did I find something that's going to work and help me take my business to the next level, but I found something that's going to take you and your business to the next level. Lori and Gabrielle, we're all on the same team. We're all doing the same thing. That next Saturday, August 23rd, save the date, we are going to learn some phenomenal things, and you can be there too. If you go to the links below this video, you can log on and join us. Secure your space now for next Saturday because you're not going to want to miss this event. Do you have a business that doesn't have the number of customers that you want? We're going to learn how to fix that next Saturday. Do you have a business where you need other people to join you? What if you're in multi-level marketing? Well, if you don't have 2 people joining you as affiliates a day, would you like to learn some skills of some people who have done it? I am so excited. That's Module 1. There are 13 modules that we're going to go over in 6 hours. We are going to be trained by people who make a ton of money. The founder of Empower Network, David Wood, he is going to be there doing a lot of the training. And what has he earned? More than $100 million in 3 years? I think that's what I've seen the company has earned, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And
that's just this company.
That's just this company. Just this company. We're going to visit next Friday and Saturday. A couple of us are going to visit a day at the office with Aaron Rashkin. He's earned over $1.2 million with this company. Now, these are not normal people, and if you're here, we're guessing you're not normal either. You have to be willing to put some work in, to do some crazy, outlandish things that normal people wouldn't do. Normal people do not get up this early on a Saturday, right?
Oh, no. Well, unless you have cats. You know? If you've got cats, yeah, you're up. But, you know, right now, I think one of them's under my desk asleep. And they're very calm. So, yeah. See, you know, results not typical. See our income disclosure. But we're gonna rock it with Aaron Rashkin because it's time. And isn't it your time, folks? You know, everybody out there, isn't it your time to really step up and treat it like a business instead of a garage sale? Come on, you know, you don't want to just, you know, dicker on your prices. You want to create strategies and systems that are going to work, and they're proven to work. And Dave Wood is going to show us how. So I am totally excited. We won't have a hangout that week, so, you know, the thing is get into this training. I mean, and the training it's going to be awesome. We've trained with Dave Wood before, so we know he is amazing. He's definitely out of the box, so be prepared for that. And you know, they're all touting this is going to be without a safety net, which is kind of an interesting thing. He's going to be doing this live. So he's going to go over the unbreakable commands of selling and recruiting, becoming a lead capture page demigod, rapid relation rapport, and responsiveness. And he's going to go, I mean, there's going to be so much content that you are just going to, it's going to blow you away. So let's talk a little bit about it. How about that?
That sounds great. Let's talk about our fears for a minute, though. Why would you want to come to this training? And this I got from last night. I told you I went to a book club. It's Rising Time by Kim Kiyosaki. So it's equally good for men or women, but it speaks particularly to women because we're a little weird, right? What is your biggest fear today? This book talks about the women's biggest fear. A survey of almost 2,000 women, 50% of the women surveyed worry, they fear that they're going to become a bag lady. They're going to be Aunt Myrtle. They're going to be alone with their cats eating cat food in their retirement, and they're not going to know how to get out of it. Do you have that fear? I know I do. That's why Aunt Myrtle came around. I speak to women every day who have that fear. I speak to people who say they don't have a retirement plan because they don't have enough money to make their daily bills. Do you have enough money to make your daily bills, or are you worried about what you're going to do in retirement? Let's talk about that for a second and what this is going to do for you. This training next Saturday is going to give you another way, an investment in your future, and you're going to know different ways that you don't have to have those fears anymore. You'll be able to step out of that fear. You'll be able to learn techniques and skills. We're going to be in the weeds. We're going to be high esoteric. We're going to do all levels of training, hands-on, and the thought process, because most of what goes on in a great business is right between your ears. So we're going to work on your head a little bit, and then we're going to work on your techniques a little bit. And I know that when I saw my mother in the hospital a couple years ago, and I was trying to figure out how to feed my children and how to care for my mother, who I wasn't sure could care for herself anymore, I was trapped. Have you ever felt trapped? We can help you get untrapped. That's what next Saturday is going to be all about. So, Gabrielle, tell us about how you have felt trapped in the past and what your expectation is for next Saturday, how that's going to take you away from that trapped feeling you used to have.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is belief mindset, belief and attitudes. And actually, that's the second module that is in this program. And I, being an affiliate, already on the train, we have an opportunity to already to be delving into some of this material. And one of the things that I'm really looking forward to with the live cast is him going through this module 2, where they talk about how to identify your limiting beliefs. And we all have them. And as enlightened and as evolved as I'd like to think I am sometimes, there are things that are still programmed in me that I seem to be unable to, get past. I don't know about you guys, but when I grew up, one of the things that I heard in my household quite a bit was money doesn't grow on trees. You can't do that. You're full of yourself.
Oh, those are great ones. Oh, my God.
So you have a tendency to kind of pull back and shrink inside. And regardless of what your conscious brain you've decided that you want to do and to accomplish, those unconscious things, unless you know how to tackle them and I'm going to use a Christian colloquial here, Satan, get thee behind me, so that you're the one that's leading and in control. you end up sabotaging yourself and not even realizing it. You get to the point where you may have a modicum of success, and then that your brain works in such a way that pulls you back from it because you've set up these safety mechanisms that you don't even know about. And you might have success here, and then all of a sudden there's nothing. There's dead space. Crickets are, chirping. So one of the things I'm really excited to get into. Thank
you. I couldn't find the cricket.
That I'm really excited to get into, and I think is the foundation for everything else that's coming in this program and coming down the pipeline, is learning how to reframe your beliefs, learning to have that belief in yourself, and learning to have that belief in the people that you're trying to attract and get that message out to. So I'm hoping that they spend quite a bit of time on, well, we got 6 whole hours, so that's one of the things, and piggybacking off of that whole fear thing. I think a lot of us, though we don't want to admit it, have a fear of being successful. And that fear of being successful doesn't come from not wanting that success, but we have this syndrome of caring what other people outside of us think. And that whole don't get full of yourself, or who do you think you are, you have to make a choice on whether or not you want to continue playing small to appease and be liked by certain people, or do you want to be liked by yourself? Do you want to be happy and content and maybe even help those people change their mindset?
Oh, you are so right on the money, Gabrielle. I think so many people, women especially, when they start hitting a certain level of success, then they self-sabotage. Because if you're married, I'm a woman, I can't make more than my husband. Or I remember my first job out of college. I was making more in my first job out of college than my dad was making. Oh my God, as a woman, we're not taught that that's okay. But let me tell you what, with this group, you join with us, you're going to learn that success is okay. Success is expected, and you might have to let go of some of those people. You've heard the story of the crabs, right? Have you guys heard the story of the crabs in the bucket, right? When a crab tries to come out, the other crabs pull their foot back in the bucket. Well, baby, we don't pull you back in the bucket. We're going to pull you, give you a hand out of the bucket if you want to. We're crabs crawling out of the bucket, and we're on the other side. We'd like to see you join us. I love what Gabrielle said. Now, Lori, you were going in a slightly different direction. You were talking a little bit more technically about what we might be seeing on Saturday. So go ahead and take off with where you were going there.
Oh, well, I want to just kind of dovetail back into what Gabrielle was saying, though, because, our beliefs really become who we are. So if you don't change those beliefs, and Gabrielle talked about, it's the shadow, basically. It's the thing you don't want to be. It's the thing you repress or suppress in your life. And I've studied with the best person you can study about the shadow, Debbie Ford. And I know what the fears are, and we can talk about all sorts of things, false evidence appearing real and all, but what your perception is your life. So if you decide to be successful, and T. Harv Eker talks about, we set up our emotional and our financial thermostat. And if we get a little bit above it, I know that Aaron Rashkin was challenging me, and he said, well, what would it? And now I'm going to say results not typical. See our income disclosure at empowernetwork.com/income. But he was saying, so what would it be like for you, Lori, if you earn $10,000 a month? What will it be like? And I was like, blah, 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 blah. I have no problems talking to anybody. I mean, I've talked to some pretty well-known people, and And I have an ease with talking with anybody, unless it would be Sir Paul McCartney, maybe. I mean, I probably.
So you would be like me when I was with Justin, when I met Justin?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's just, I don't know if I put him on a pedestal or something, but there's something about Sir Paul that I guess I'd probably be okay with it. But the thing of it is they are people like us. They put their pants and underwear on the same way we do if they wear underwear.
Not Tony Rush.
That's right.
Tony Rush has somebody lift him into his.
Yeah, that's so funny. He's hysterical, but he is so well read. He's such a wise guy. He's just a really smart and wise person. The thing of it is we gotta if we want success, we have to do what the leaders do. We have to think how the leaders think. And going back to some of what we're going to be covering on the trainings, these are things that we aren't taught. When we get out of school, it's like, here's your certificate or diploma, bye-bye, and you're not taught this stuff. So how are you going to learn it? And then you get signed up maybe with a company, or you are an entrepreneur, like an artist, and you do the most incredible work, incredible work. Whether you are a singer, I was hanging out with a singer on Thursday, and I think she's had some things on some major television shows, music of hers, but I know that, and she's an amazing, beautiful woman. And I think her success could go way up. And I think part of it could be mindset, but part of it is just that you need training. You need the tools. That's why Leslie and I are going to train with Aaron. He's already done the work. He's been in the industry over 20 years, and he's created some phenomenal results. So I said, well, I could take the slow track, or I could take the fast track. And you can take the slow track and see what doesn't work. Or you can take the fast track and train and see what works. It's up to you, people. I feel like investing in myself is the best thing I can do. In fact, I think I told somebody I told somebody if I would have known about Empower before I went to graduate school, I wouldn't have gone to graduate school. And I'm still paying. Yeah. I'm still paying for graduate school. I'm still paying my loan down. So I just think if you are not willing to invest $7? Come on, people. You need the training bad. I've seen some of these people trying to prospect on Facebook, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Are you serious? You're not serious about your business.
Right.
Get serious. I just did my very first whiteboard animation. I was just so excited. Yeah, I was just like,
excellent. I was so
excited. And I'm about to do another one. And the thing of it is, not only did I learn and blow through some limiting beliefs, I've gotten more views on that on my YouTube channel than any other video I've ever posted. So, and it's all organic. I've not paid for it. And it talks about the top producer formula. Because really, what are you going to do if you don't know? You can be scratching your head all you want. And I'll have to just give you a little bit of story. I was in another business, and excuse me, we were selling product, and I would do events with my upline sponsor, and she and I would do these events, and what would happen? She would prospect everybody and sign them up under her. She was looking short term. She was looking for those bonuses, and that's not actually what we do. We all work together. If we're upline, downline, crossline, And that's an important thing, you know. Let's see. Oh, I'm looking. Somebody was trying to buzz me, and anyway. But yeah, you know, it just really was. It was awkward. It was awkward, and it got me so bummed out. And I just, you know, when somebody sponsors you, I think, you know, they could help you if they, you know, in this business, it actually, you don't even have to meet the person who sponsors you. A lot of people get sponsored online. But we definitely have a personal touch here, all of us, because we feel not only if you're going to come on our teams that we just want you to succeed, we also want you to have the mindset and the tools that you need to succeed.
Well, the thing, to piggyback a little bit off of what you said, Lori, in terms of working with other companies, I've done, this is not my first time at the rodeo with a direct sale, multi-level marketing, network marketing company. And none of the training that they give you even begins to match 1/10 of what I think is even in a basic product that we have here. Now, this top producer formula, forget about it. Because what it does is it not only takes you from whether you're in a traditional direct sell where you do meetings, face-to-faces, phone calling, or any of that, you get training here. You get training how to even bring people from the internet, because I know there's some companies that really don't allow you to use the internet to market, with the exception of whatever the company site is. But there are strategies that are in this product that show you how you can do that more easily, how you can do that and leverage your time. Because if you think about going out to Walmart talking to people, that takes 2 hours of your time, when you could spend 2 hours to reach maybe, what, 10, 15 people if you're lucky? Do some work online, hit a cold market, and be talking to people on the phone the next day. And you can double and triple the number of people that you reach, which is going to do what? Grow your business faster. So that in and of itself, to me, is worth the $7 times 700 in terms of education.
So let's talk a little bit about what you're going to get for this $1.16 an hour. So do you have, ladies, do you have $7 in your pocket?
$7 is what, half a pizza, Starbucks coffee,
that's big Starbucks,
right?
Cappuccino, mocha latte, whatever.
A fast food combo meal.
Right. I took my son to band camp this morning, and he didn't make his breakfast, so he made me drive through McDonald's on his way to breakfast. It cost him $5.89 for breakfast this morning. $5.89. That's almost $7. Yesterday, I went to the book club. I bought an iced tea. Only an iced tea. The iced tea was $2.84 plus another dollar for a tip, so almost $4 for an iced tea. I spent 2 hours there. That was $2 an hour I spent. If you sign up to this training, 13 modules of training in 6 hours, $1.16 an hour for training. Do you have $1.16 an hour to invest in yourself? Have you ever bought a soda at the office out of those machines? $1.50 a soda. In 5 days, you can save $7 to pay for this training. What else? Lori, what do you spend $7 on frequently?
I'm trying to think. Well, the top producer formula,
No. That's an investment. That's not
Yeah.
spending. That
You
doesn't
know,
count.
I can't really, I'm trying to think something that I've spent money on. Usually it's something good. I, I, I do my best to, right now I'm juicing. That's why I put myself on mute. I've got it's carrot and apple, and there's probably something else. I juice like a gazillion apples and crab apples too, which will really cleanse you. And I put a lot of it in the freezer because right now it's harvest time, and I can't think of anything that I do that I spend $7. I don't go and get Starbucks coffee or anything like that. Yeah, I just can't think of anything. But you know, I decided. People always ask me to do certain things. Go to fun events with them. And right now, I am in grind mode. I decide what I want to spend my money on, and I am actually going to take a few days off and go to Las Vegas. Okay, I got a really inexpensive trip, and I'm going to go with a friend, and we're going to do this annually. We just want to start doing this annually. Just get away. It's hotter than hell there, but that's okay. Excuse me. That's the juice talking. Anyway, yeah, I decide what I want to spend my money on, and right now I told my friends who invite me to events and things, I want to spend my money on my business.
Right.
That's the truth. That's why I just spent a bunch of money to do this training with Aaron Rashkin at Day in the Office. And there are people coming from Portugal to come there to the training. So, that is amazing. That is, to me, an amazing thing. So, I would say for you all, get your credit card out, take a look, and see that it's $7. Now, if you're going to miss the live broadcast, and it's a possibility you will, and it will be a live broadcast, it will be a replay, and the price is going to go up. You can get the recordings. We can talk a little bit more about that. If you want to go deeper, we can talk about that. If you can want to train live with David Wood, who is, he is like the most phenomenal, not only recruiter, but he converts people. He's built his business in less than 3 years, and it's, 300,000 people now? I think
400,000, I think.
400,000 people actively doing Empower Network work. And
I don't think that's active. I think we have like 170,000 that are active.
Okay, 170,000 active affiliates. That's pretty huge. I know that I'm an affiliate or a distributor of doTERRA, and I'll just talk. I love the products. I use them every day, and I'm not in it to create an income, though. But I think the products are absolutely amazing. They are life-changing for many people. But, I know people who are in that business, and they're not making much money. And really, I think that whether you're an entrepreneur doing something creative, which that's my tribe, or a network marketer, you got to look at your training. If you're not willing to invest in your training, where are you going to be in 5 years? You can just visualize all you want, but until you take action, all intention is nothing.
Also, it doesn't just pertain to multi-level marketing or direct sale. It was Tony Rush did a post the other day, just this morning I think it was, and he asked the question, if you're a baker and you're not selling pies and cakes, what do you have? If you're a realtor and you're not selling houses, what do you have? If you're a mechanic and you're not getting people in to have oil changes and repairs, what do you have? You have a closed business. And the this product and the products that we have in general give you the tools that you need to be able to market yourself, market your business. If you've got a nonprofit organization that you're trying to start, a grassroots movement, if you don't have the tools, and just lost my train of thought for a second. If you don't if you don't have the tools and you don't have the internet know-how, you might as well just not even start.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where media has gone.
So you cut out.
That's where information is disseminated.
We had to bleep her, Lori, because those are the secret sauce formulas that she can't share online. Gabby, you kept fading in and out, so not everything you said was picked up. So
okay. We'll just leave it then as his secret sauce formulas.
Yeah, most of it we did here. But let's talk. I like what Gabrielle was saying, because it doesn't matter what business you're in. For criminy, you really need to do this. So let's talk. Module 1, sponsoring and selling. If you have a business, you're going to be selling. You need Module 1. Module 1, worth $7 in and of itself. Module 2, beliefs and attitudes. So many people make so much money, and they don't have the right beliefs and attitudes, and then they lose it all. Or they can't find out how to make it because they don't have the right beliefs and attitudes. Beliefs and attitudes is Module 2. Module 3, I think Lori was talking about this, lead capture pages. Do you even know what that is? If you don't have an email list, you are leaving uncashed checks on the table. Build an email list, and this is going to show you the nuts and bolts of how. Mechanics and strategy. Are you a person that really wants to know the how? How is it going to work? How do you do that? How do you do that? Mechanics and strategy is Module 4. It's not all woo-woo. There are actual on-the-ground, in-the-weeds information that you're going to get as well. Then Module 5, I think Lori was talking about rapport, responsiveness, relationships. Just this morning, I got this group email, right, sent to 46 people. It says, wow, check this out. Everybody's dropping off that list like this. Nobody wants to see what that person has to say. That person did not build rapport. How often do you see that? How many people train you to do that when you start your business? It doesn't work. You need to build that rapport. This training will help you build that rapport. Generating highly targeted leads. What the heck does that mean? So many of us try and say, oh, I want to sell my products to everybody, and you don't want to leave anybody out because you don't want to limit your sales. Well, folks, when you're selling to everybody, when you're talking to everybody, you're talking to no one. Learn from the best of the best. Figure out who your market is and target those people. Talk to that one person on the other side of the screen, that one person, and your business will take off. Highly targeted leads. Module 7, closing and signing up people on the phone. Do you get tongue-tied when you're trying to ask for the sale on the phone? Do you know how to lead people towards the sale? I swear to goodness, if you listen to David Wood talk about this script, you'll be like, oh, duh, I could have done that. But you don't think about it. You don't know how to do it. He shows you how to do it at a level that you say, well, damn, I can do that one. You can do it. We're doing it. You can do it. Number 8, upselling and getting people all in. So many companies start with something you want to afford, like a $7 program. But guess what? A lot of people, let's think about going to the gym. Aaron Rashkin shares this story. When he used to work at a gym, he sold a $25 a month membership. Well, that's great, but nobody got upset because there was a juice bar there. Some people used the juice bar and some people didn't. Nobody got upset that there were personal trainers there. Some people wanted personal trainers and some people didn't. We want to share with you how to upsell, how to have personal trainers available to your people, and the people who want it take it, and the people who don't. They don't feel obligated to buy more than they can afford or do something that they don't want to do. Upselling is a very skilled technique, and you and I, we can learn to do it just like those pros do it. So Module 8, upselling and getting people all in. Module 9, presentation formulas. Do you know that there's a formula that the most successful people follow? You can use that formula yourself. Module 10, live internet event recruiting strategy sessions. This is kind of sort of one of those examples. Have you done a live internet event? It's not that hard. We've done it. We can show you how. They will show you the techniques that are outstanding. Get people on board. I can't remember if Kayla is going to do that. We have some guest speakers. It's not all going to be David Wood. He's got some fantastic guest speakers coming in too. Module 11, live local event recruiting. Yay, live local events. I was not a local event person, but then I started thinking about who I was spending my time with, and if I could be in the presence of people who thought like me, just being there in the physical presence of those people has made such a difference in my life, and it will make a difference in your life too. Figure out how to do it well. Will help you with the live local event recruiting strategies. Creating live groups. Live groups is amazing. You feed off of each other. Have you ever been in a meeting where you said something and somebody else said something else, and all of a sudden life just got wonderful? Live groups, you need that. And then Module 13. This is the biggie, and we kind of started here. Painting a vision for the future. If you aren't painting a vision for your customer's future, they're not joining you. Your future has to be big enough to include their future. I want to show you how to create a business that works even when you don't. I want to show you how to create a business that works even when you're in Vegas. Last night I was at a book club. I made a sale last night. It was awesome. It is great to learn how to create sales when you're not here. And the three of us can help you do that. So those are the 13 modules. Is there a module in there that you think you need? What's your favorite, Lori?
Okay. You know, rapport is something that I really like, and it's really interesting. I went to a networking event. I have a friend who does local events here, and I went to an event, and you know, when you meet people, I really listen to what. Uh-oh, I have a cat that's sneezing a lot under my desk. I guess he's okay. I went to a local event, and you know how you exchange business cards and you talk, and I really listen because I want to hear clues about what this person is really looking for, and whether they are just kind of throwing up all over me about their business or what. I mean, it's just, you know, I can't be any, you know, it's just not nice. And even when you leave, you're still building rapport. I said to this person who I looked face to face and eye to eye to, and took her business card, I said, well, it was really nice to meet you. And she said, and she turned her back to me, and she was already almost out the door, and she says, nice to meet you too. I thought, whoa, I don't think she's learned the skill of working with people one-on-one and in person. I don't know what it is, and it's kind of weird because she's a homeopathy person and a photographer. So it's like, you know, I thought, wow, what an interesting kind of combination. And after she did that, I thought, well, that's nobody I ever want to do business with. But the person who she came with, who is an animal communicator, and you know, my bud, Oh, what have you been doing under?
Mm-hmm.
The Bodhi's been under there, but I think Ace and Bodhi, both of them were under there, and they were cuddling and stuff. But Ace, he's kind of he's. I need to have somebody talk to me about Ace because she's an animal communicator. Right now, Ace and I are we're at we're butting heads, and not in a good cat way. We're kind of butting heads. I don't know exactly what's going on with him, and I was really interested that she did this, and she's done this for over 20 years. And I have worked with animal communicators before. A lot of times I don't, I usually can figure things out. But so I actually have a session booked with her. And this is the woman who came with the other woman who kind of, I don't want to say dissed me, but she just didn't know. She wasn't building rapport with me. And really, you can. There's a great coach here in town. Her name's Barbara, and I'm going to a session with her, a breakfast session, and she says how to turn conversations into customers or clients, and that's what you get to learn. I mean, and also I'm sure you get to learn that building rapport is not about just vomiting your business upon the other people, because maybe they do need I mean, I would love to know a homeopathist, but do I want to know one who is really detached from being present with me? No. You got to be present with people. You've got to show them that you are totally engaged with them, and find out what the clues are and the cues are to engage. So that's probably my thing. I do like to do networking events, but I also like to meet people on the line. I mean, I don't know everybody who is a Facebook friend of mine. So, yeah, so really, live events and whatever you're doing with other people, when you get together, when two or more people get together, there's a lot of synergy. And so building rapport and responsiveness is really an important thing. How about you, Gabrielle? And unmute yourself.
Yeah, I have to do that today. It's getting close to September, and we've had such cool weather compared to normal for this time of year. So I think pollen is coming a little bit early. But I think that outside of the beliefs and attitudes, which is, I think, as I said before, the foundation for everything.
Right, you said that.
I think that my favorite would have to be, and it's not in there yet, the one that Mars is going to do on lead and capture pages. I'm a huge tech geek.
Right.
I'm also, having come from a traditional marketing background, over 20 years doing it the traditional way without internet and all of that. I saw the trends early on, and I think that's one of the things that pushed me, that and being able to display my artistic abilities through digital programs that I can't do on paper, is what turned me into a tech geek, a computer geek. I'm geeky, I'm nerdy. That's just part of life. That's who I am. So I am really interested in finding, learning how to not just, the building the capture pages and whatnot, or lead pages and stuff, or simple beans. There's software out there that does that for you. But I'm really interested in the psychology behind it. And in terms of being able to make yourself more personable and approachable through those methods and with people. I'm a huge fan of leveraging your time. Mm-hmm. There's so much that I want to do that doing it one-on-one, face-to-face would take me another 10 or 15 years to accomplish everything that I want to accomplish. Having the tool of the internet and being able to make those initial contacts with people that may not live in my local community, I think is astronomical. And again, that over the moon phase. So I'm really anxious to get into the number 3, doing that building rapport. I mean, doing the technical and then the building rapport. It's just like everything just kind of piggybacks off of everything else.
It does. It does.
So, you learn better communication skills. You learn how to get comfortable with that. I'm not a big fan of the home meetings and the local live events. So I think that too will probably be another area that'll help me to become more comfortable.
Well, that's because you just don't live in Colorado.
Yeah. There you go.
It's in the air out here. I don't know what's in the air. So I love it too. I think
what's yours?
My favorite is going to be the sponsoring and the selling. I can't tell you how much I need that because I am such a giver. I bet a lot of us on the phone are. I am such a giver, and I give of myself all the time, and I do it all for free. So it's okay to volunteer, to feed the band members and that kind of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. But I get on these Hangouts, and I do this, and I do it only for free, but then I haven't done well in turning that into income. We're all such givers. We need to give some, but where do we stop, and where does the giving stop and the selling start? So that's the piece that I'm struggling the most with, and I can't wait to see that next Saturday. So if you're listening to us, there are our links below. Join our links below. Time is ticking away as we speak. You need to join that link right now. $7, just $7 for 6 hours of training. That's $1.16 an hour for training. And you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do 6 hours of training at once? Well,
No,
if you want, go ahead, Gabby.
I was going to say, I don't want to cut you off, but we also need to get in there that the price is going up.
Oh, yeah.
Not only is the price going up, but this is not unlimited seating. Seats are limited. We've had those active affiliates have been promoting pre-registration, and I know we all have since last week. So you might want to make sure that link down there, you click it now. Today.
Right now, before you do anything else. So if you're worried that, oh my God, you can't do 6 hours of training at once, it's okay, because if you want to, you can also buy the training, buy the workbook. I think there's a workbook, and there's definitely a recorded session, but you're not going to get that for free. You're going to have to pay $27 for that. And I did that, let me tell you, because this training, there is no way I'm going to not want to go back and watch it again and again and again. There's going to be such great
There will be no replays.
Right, right, yeah.
Free replays. All right.
No free. Yeah. I mean, $27, folks. That's like a less than a meal for a family of 4 out to
McDonald's, for crying out loud.
Yeah, at McDonald's. Come on now. Now, are you worth investing in your business? Where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 90 days? Are you serious? If you don't want to be just blowing off the top of your business in 90 days, then ignore us and ignore this training. But if you want to create a business and a life you love, come on, just go ahead. I mean, and even there's some even more spectacular trainings. What if you could train with a top leader in the industry who converts? He converts like 3 to 4 out of 5 people. I mean, what would that look like in your business? Really, get that feeling. What would that look like if all of a sudden you blew up your business at big time in 90 days. And you can do this one-on-one training, which will be live with Dave Wood. And this is like a live, it's kind of personal coaching that you'll be able to get, and that's going to be kind of an exclusive thing too. You can do that. You'll get to see, just sign up, get your credit card out, sign up for the $7 training, and find out more. Next week, it's going to start next week. It's going to go up in price. And you know what? That's right. And when you miss it, you miss it. Or you get to pay more. I mean, do you like that sound? I think I'd rather hear that sound in my pocket. Yeah, rather than going out of my pocket. So yeah, go ahead, get the training, because guys, I mean, like I said, my tribe is creatives. I mean, I see so many people that I really care about, and they are struggling. And folks, let's be real. Let's just be real and be honest. Do you want to continue on the road you are on, or do you want to make a difference? Do you want to make a change and the more you have, the more difference you can make in the world. That's just the way the world works. I mean, you can give and give and give all of yourself, but when your fountain is empty, you can't give anymore.
That's so true. So to close out, because we're at the top of the hour and we try and be very mindful of your time, the link is below. You have 7 days to make the choice, but make the choice right now. Join right now, because in the next 7 days, if you join right now, you're going to get phenomenal benefits that you wouldn't have access to if you don't join today. Join today. Click the link below this video. It's $7. If you don't have $7, if you're going to tell me that you don't have $7, I'm not believing you. Your priorities are not in growing your business. Everyone can find $7 to grow their business. Everyone. And if you say you can't, then there's a problem and you're not ready to grow your business. Come back next month. We'll talk to you when you're ready. You are ready. If you're still on, you're ready. Join the link below, and then when you get to the other side, we have more phenomenal training to share with you. I can't wait to see you on the other side. We will work with you, we'll share with you, and you'll get to be a member of our elite mastermind group. You can't imagine what it is like to work with the people that are here every Saturday morning. You learn, you grow, you share, you cry, you laugh. This is the group you want to be in. So join our link right below us, and you will be happy that you did. We will see you next week. Not next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be prepping for seminar.
Right. We're going to be online with Dave next week. Next Saturday, online with Dave, and we'll send you a link. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Click the link below if you haven't yet, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye.
Bye.